All right, so we're gonna jump right in here. So from my homepage, I'm gonna open up my Instagram app. And when you open Instagram, it's gonna take you to your home feed and who you're following. But the first thing that I wanna go over is actually your profile. So in the bottom right-hand corner, you're gonna click your profile picture, and that's gonna take you to your specific profile. So in this case, Amplified Social. So there's a bunch of things I wanna show you here, so we're gonna go through each individual thing. Up top, you see how many posts you've made, how many followers you have, and how many people you're following. You can actually go into each of these categories and get more information. So if I go to the Following tab, I can connect my contacts. I can see who I've least interacted with. So this is something if you wanted to go in here and clean up your following, you can actually unfollow people that you know you haven't reacted with very often. You can also see the most shown in feed. So it will show you who you've interacted with the most. Might be interesting for you to know. And down here, you can actually sort your followers. So you can sort them by default, followed latest, and followed earliest as well. So if I want to go and see who I've most recently followed for whatever reason, I can go and do that and check out their profile from here. Also, if I've decided I no longer want to follow that account, I can unfollow them right from here. You can move to your followers right up top, or you can go back out and click followers. Now, this is interesting and something that you might not know, but you can actually remove followers. So this might be something that you do if you have an account that you haven't really been gaining targeted followers for your product or service, and you might want to go in and remove the people that are entirely irrelevant to your brand, because what happens is Instagram puts out your posts to a certain percentage of your followers. So you want that percentage to be your targeted customers or clients. So you might want to consider removing some followers if that is something that your account has done in the past. Now, I'm on my profile main page, and there's a couple things I want to show you here. So first we have profile picture, then we have name, then we have type of account, so here's social media agency, then we have your bio, and then you have a website link. So that's the components of your profile. And I can edit all of those components if I click edit profile. So I can change my profile picture. You can change your name once every 14 days. If I go and try and change this right now, it's not going to let me because I've changed it within 14 days. Oh, never mind. I'll have to fix that after. It must have been 14 days. You can also change your username. You can update your website, and you can change your bio all right here. And if you want to go down here, there's more things that you can add. So your page that's connected to Facebook, the category, contact options, profile display, and active buttons. So there's a lot of things that you can go and fool around with in there. I'll have to change my name back later. Okay, so moving down through your profile, we have the highlight section, which you can add to your highlights by clicking new, and you can add from your archived stories or suggested highlights, or you can add your highlights right from your Instagram story, which I'll get to in a little bit. And if we scroll down a little further, of course, we have our feed posts. So this is where you want to try to make things look branded, look cohesive, those kinds of things. Promotions, insights, and email is actually something I'm going to take you through later. Then if you click the top left-hand corner, you're going to open up a bunch of other settings. So you can go into settings for more detailed, like security, your password, changing your profile from business to personal, personal to business, or creator. Your archive is your archive pictures on your feed. If there's something you want to remove from your feed, you can actually archive it instead of delete it. And these are my stories, so I can just toggle the button right here and I can see my stories or the posts that I've archived. So there's some posts here that I've taken away when I first started my Instagram that I no longer wanted to show on my feed, so I just archived it rather than deleting it. And your stories are always saved as long as that setting is in stories, which I will get to later. But you can go back and always see your posts and your stories under archive. Your insights is actually something I'm going to take you through in a little bit. Your activity, name tag, close friends, and discover people are all things that you can go into and have a look at. But something I really want to point out is this is where your saved images are going to store. So when you save images from your feed, I have some client work here, some amplified inspiration. You can go into here and this is where your saved photos are stored. So this is important to note, and it's something that I'll go through in a little bit. So next we're going to go to the home feed. So I'm going to do that by clicking the little house on the left-hand corner, and now I'm back on my original home feed. So here is obviously everybody that you're following. If you scroll down, there's suggested for you, and then I can just scroll through my feed from people I'm following. So I'm going to go through what you can do on your home feed. For one thing, you can like a photo by double tapping it, or you can click the heart button. You can comment on the photo with the little speech box, and it gives you emojis, suggested emojis to comment. You can share this post to your story if the profile is public. The only way you can do that is if your profile is public, or you can DM it to another person. So say I want to DM it to my friend, I would just click her name and then I can add a message and send. And then also I can save it. So this is where I would save a post, and that is going to go right into that 3 dots. If I want to go here, 3 dots and go into saved, it's going to show up in my saved posts right here. I love the save feature, and I encourage you to use it often, because if you see a post that you like or that inspires you or that you want to use in the future, you can save it and you can go back here and you have all this inspiration and great content that you want to go back through. I typically don't save it to a specific collection. I can also see slide and see that this person has uploaded multiple pictures. The next thing I want to show you is uploading a picture. So I'm going to click the center plus button, and there's a bunch of options in here that you can do. The first thing I want to go over, because this is very important and you'll probably hear me say this term, is uploading a carousel. And what I mean by that is just selecting multiple pictures. So when you upload the post to your feed, it comes up with multiple pictures and it allows you to slide. Just like that post that I just showed you, that account had uploaded 2 pictures and I was able to swipe over and see the second one. The important thing about carousels is that the way Instagram pushes it out to your followers is if your follower scrolls past it the first time, the next time they open their feed, it will actually show them the second picture and then the third picture and onward if they haven't interacted with it. So you have more of a chance of that post being shown in users' feeds than should you upload a single picture. I'm not saying to upload a carousel every time, but it's really important for you to know that. So the way that you upload a carousel is by clicking this little duplicate button on the right hand side, and that's going to allow you to select multiple. Now because I was on this picture, it's already selected, so I'm just going to click it to deselect, and I'm going to upload this carousel, which is already on my feed. You'll be able to go see this. I'm going to upload 4 of these and click next, and next again, because I'm not going to add a filter. You can add a filter here, or you can click the individual picture and then you can edit the individuals. Sometimes I'll go in here and add brightness, contrast, warmth, things like that, but I'm not going to do that today. I'm going to click next, and I just want to go over the options that you have here. So first, of course, you're going to write your caption. Then you can tag people. You can add a location, which you can also search for a location, and you can share to Facebook, Twitter, or Tumblr as well. So I usually always just have my Facebook clicked on so that it automatically shares there. The second thing that I want to show you is uploading a tall picture versus a wide picture. So when you have a picture, let's just see this of my dog. When you have a picture that has been taken on your normal camera or a story and not a square shape, you can actually zoom out by clicking this little zoom button on the side. You want to do this if possible because uploading a taller picture will take up more space on your followers' feeds and just give them more of a chance to engage and see your post. The next thing I want to show you is the Explore page and search. So you're going to click the little magnifying glass in the bottom. So first I'm going to go over search. You can search, this usually gives you recommendations, but I just cleared it before I filmed this video. You can search for accounts, hashtags, and places. So this is going to be really great for when you're searching for different followers. So say if I wanted to search a hashtag of beauty. Say I want my followers to be beauty lovers, so maybe I search beauty lovers. Beauty lover. I can go in and I can see both recent posts and top posts. So it's going to show me top posts and you can go in and interact with that, or you can go and see recent and interact with this type of posts. So you can see how many times this hashtag was used. You can follow it, which might be really relevant to yourself. If you know that a specific hashtag is really relevant to your followers or industry, it might be easier for you to just follow the hashtag and then it'll come up on your home feed, just like accounts that you're following. So that's super cool. You can also check out the stories of that hashtag. So there's lots of different ways that you can search, and you can use that for your type of account as well. Then if you search places, this is also relevant to you, because if your target audience is in a certain geographical location, you're able to search places, or maybe they like to hang out at a specific restaurant or a specific shopping center, and you can search those places and find potential target clients, customers, followers, whatever you're actually looking for. So that's the search. Then it's the explore page. So I love the explore page because what this is going to give you is an idea of posts that have gone viral, basically, or that have done really, really well. The explore page is tailored to you and what you've interacted with in the past. So I interact a lot with little quotes and graphics. I interact with anxiety related things, psychological related things, beauty things, hair things, nail things. This is probably not exactly what I want my feed to be. I would rather, for amplified, it be a lot of social media things so I can get inspiration from that. So as long as you continue to interact with things that are relevant to you, that you want to be inspired by, your explore page is going to tailor the posts on here to that. And what's really important is that while it's tailoring it, it's giving you the most successful posts in that category for you to be inspired by. So let's just see what this one is. Reasons to unfollow someone on Instagram. So this is probably kind of like a mental health post, but this is a post that has done really well. So if you're an account that you like to post about self-love, self-care, this is something that you could potentially replicate. So that's what you want to look for on your explore page. And what you want to do is save it so that you can be inspired later and you can go back and see that. So the explore page is super useful for that kind of stuff. You can also sort your explore page. I have well-being. Oh, I think that's IGTV. You could go into travel and it will show you travel related posts. I think this is also tailored to you. Architecture, decor, art, food, style. You can click all these and then you can search different categories, which is super cool. Okay, next we're gonna go back to our homepage and I'm gonna show you stories. So Instagram stories, always so much to learn here. So I just clicked for my page to reload. So if I want to, I can view my own story from just clicking right here, or I'm going to view my friend's stories. So when viewing stories, as you can see, it's going to switch slides every 15 seconds. In order to have more time on a slide, what you're going to do is just hold down on the screen, and that is going to pause the slide. You can also take a screenshot of someone's story, and it does not send them a notification. I want to just make that clear. Instagram does not send people notifications when you screenshot stories or chats, so you're good to go there. You can also swipe to see the next story. This is an ad. You can tap to make the story go faster, and to get out of it, you're just going to swipe down. So that's watching stories. Oh, another thing that you can do is you can also steal the filter that the person is using. Hi, Sam, if you're watching this. You can steal the filter that the person is using by clicking the filter up top. So you can try it, you can save effect, you can send the effect. Okay, now I want to show you a little bit about uploading your own story. So in order to upload to your story, there's a couple ways that you can do it. You can simply swipe to the right and it's going to open up your story, or you can click the camera in the top right hand corner and that's also going to upload to your story. From here, you can take a picture of what's in front of you. You can take a video of what's in front of you by holding down. You can do a boomerang. So that's kind of like the moving back and forth. You can also select layout is another one you can play with these, but one I like to do is hands-free. So when I'm taking a video of myself talking, sometimes I like to do hands-free, so then I don't have to hold on the button. And the hands-free will actually go for 1 minute long, so 4 story slides before it will cut you off. So if I go back to normal, there's some other things I can do here. I can select a filter. So these are just some that I have saved, but you can also search filters by going to the very end. That's suggested ones, and then you can go browse effects as well. And it's going to show you different effects, and you can say if I wanted to do this one, a little Post Malone tattoo, you can just click try it, and hello, there's me. I'm actually in my pajamas, so we're not going to do that right now. But you can click try it. You can save the effect from here as well. And I'm just gonna get out of this. Okay. So I'm also gonna show you right here story settings, which is really important. So story settings is this little gear up in the right-hand corner. You can hide your story from people. You can create a close friends, so you can upload things that you only want your close friends to see, and you can select people from your followers from there. You can also search. You want to allow message replies from everybody because you want, obviously, for someone to be able to contact you. And what I really like to click on is to save to camera roll. So then you can re-upload the story at a different time and save to archive as well. This is just going to come in handy for you. And I just have all these clicked on. Allow resharing stories, allow sharing as message, and sharing your story to Facebook. So there's lots of settings in there. Just make sure you have it all clicked on. You can also go create right here, and you can just type something. And the last thing is actually uploading from your camera roll. So I'm going to click the bottom corner, and it's showing me my camera roll, and then it's allowing me, I just took a screenshot of this story, remember? It's allowing me to upload this right to my story from here. I can also save my story. I can add a filter from here. I'm just going to do this for now just to show you. You can add a link. If you have 10,000 followers, you can add a swipe up link, but you can also add an IGTV link at any time. You can add a sticker or an emoji from here. Say I want to add this, and I can move it up or down. I can draw something. So a lot of times, oh, I wanted to change that, but a lot of times people just draw on their story or do some squiggly lines to make it cute. You can select different markers up here. So this one is like a highlighted marker. This one is a glow marker. And this one is an eraser. So you can toggle how big you want this to come out, and you can erase everything as well. And then you can just add to your story from here. Oh, and the text as well. You can add text from the text button. You can change the color, or you can pick a color as well. I'm also going to show you more in-depth stories later when we get to that module of the social suite. So the last thing that I want to show you on this overview tutorial is your insights. So I'm just going to go back to my profile so I can click a picture. So I'm going to click any one of my posts, and from this post I can view insights. Now you have to have a business profile to be able to see this. I can see my likes, the comments, I can see shares, so this would be sharing to somebody's story or DMing it to someone, and I can also see how many people saved it. So this is a quick overview of my Instagram insights, and you really want to take note of this. If you swipe up, you can see how many profile visits you got from this post, the reach, this is how many accounts it reached, the total interactions, actions taken from the post, 25, again, accounts reached, how many follows did I get from this post? So I got 1 follow. Impressions means how many times the post was seen. So reach is how many individual accounts it was pushed to, and impressions is how many people saw it. So that obviously some people saw it more than once. Then you can see where they saw it from. So home, profile, or other. And other could be sharing to stories, or it could be also on the explore page. And if you move down here, if you had promoted the post, you would see the insights from that. So I'm just going to swipe back down. So this is super useful. There's another way to get to your insights. which will give you more of an overview, and that's right here. So in the middle button on your profile, you can go and see your insights. And this is of your whole Instagram profile. So there's 3 sections: content, activity, and audience. So this is gonna give you an overview, and you can see your posts within the last, I believe, week. So this is my recent story, my recent post, and I can see both my insights from here. If I go to activity, this is my weekly, where my followers are coming from, my reach, my impressions, interactions, profile visits, and website clicks. And you can go in and have a look at all that. And then audience, I can see my 804 followers, where my growth is coming from, the top locations, age range, gender. Super insightful information. Obviously, it's called insights. And then you can see also when your followers have been most active. So I definitely recommend going in and having a poke around here and just getting to know your followers a little bit more. There's one more thing I want to show you here. If you go back to content and you click see all posts, you're going to be able to see the most liked, or whatever you select. You can arrange all your posts from here. So you can actually select all 1 year, and then you can select the metric. So right now it's selected reach on default. Say I wanted to see my most, I think I just selected likes, did I not? Calls, no. Likes. So I can arrange my post with how many likes it got. This can be really insightful when you're wanting to know what posts are getting the most engagement, and you want to be replicating those posts. I can also see what posts got me the most followers. So you want to go in and play around with this, because this is going to help you bump up your engagement and know what's really working. So again, you just get this right from Insights. And I did say I would go over these 2. Promotions are oops, I just clicked to highlight by accident. Promotions are anything that you've boosted or you've spent money on ads, and then email is just being able to email yourself, which you're not gonna do, but you can change your email settings under Edit Profile. The last thing that I'm gonna show you is just the direct messages. So you can get to your direct messages by clicking the top right-hand corner, the little paper plane. You can also get to it by swiping left. So you can see all your messages in here. I'm not gonna go into each, but you can search, you can toggle, you can write a new message, and you can also send a new video. And that, my friends, is your Instagram overview tutorial. So we're going to get a lot deeper into each of these sections throughout the Social Suite program, but hopefully this helps you to get started.